Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq hollering at you one more again. All right, another beautiful day here in Steel City, Pittsburgh, PA. But thank you for all my folks all around the world, right? I love you all. Worldwide movement, peace, love, respect. All right, this video, try to keep it quick, but it is about an important subject, right? I proposed that I happen to be walking my homie Zeus, right? My dog friend here, my son's dog. What's up, Zeus? How you get your sniff on? You got a little something for the people. I feel you. I feel you. Cool, dude. But yeah, this is titled "Dominion Over Animals is a Low Vibrational Mistake." All right. Now, I want to state that there's a mind state, sort of an accepted hierarchy that we have placed ourselves in on this planet, where because of our intellectual evolution, we tend to place ourselves on a pedestal above every other creation on the planet, right? And folks, that's just not so. It's simply not, right? First of all, we don't even know what's all on this planet. There's large, vast areas of our oceans that are uncharted and unexplored, right? Facts. And the potential and possibilities for complex life forms there are, I won't say astronomical, but they're high, right? So, and there's a lot of things about this planet and the intricacies about this planet in a multitude of different levels when we start to get into it energetically that many don't even comprehend or take into account, right? And unfortunately, the things that really tend to formulate the mindset of the average person and that impact them the most also can be the sources of what I would call flawed or corrupt theories, right? Or schools of thought, or even just more simply an understanding about life or perception of life that's low vibrational. Because to want to dominate anything or anyone else, right, in itself is low vibrational. It speaks of an energetic deficiency within one's spiritual nature that causes them to seek dominion over another being and enable them to control the living conditions of that being, the existing conditions of that being, and foster restriction of that being's freedom, right? If you're dominating something else, then truly that other thing that you're dominating is not completely free. And if you are restricting the freedom of anything, right, then you are indeed inflicting upon that being a low vibrational frequency stimuli, right, or action, right? You're taking a low vibrational frequency action against that being. And unfortunately, because of that deficiency, you're seeking out that dominion to in effect, feed off of that low vibrational frequency energy, right? You in that particular equation are serving as an energy vampire, right? If you're, and I know there's a lot of this stuff has to do with the way we came up in this country. A lot of it, most of it, in fact, not just in this country, but in the world. But there are literally cultures that teach us low vibrational ways in which to treat animals, right? Like dog fighting. Um, I'm not even from the South, and there when I was coming up, a lot of folks fought dogs, right? And in my ignorance, I didn't realize how wrong it was to have pit bulls sitting there fighting to the death, or some other dogs, right? You know, beautiful Zeus would have been subject to something like that. But you know, we live and we learn, and we understand a more high vibrational way to exist, and we understand that indeed you are attempting to satisfy an energetic deficiency within yourself. Now, how does this energetic deficiency come about? Some of us are familiar with the yin yang symbol, which I often reference because it depicts a, some would say negative or positive route. I would say more of a light or dark route, right? And the light route has the beautiful illumination and the warmth of our Creator's love, right? Which is truly the energetic sustenance of any being in existence. That's fact. The only way you can replenish and sustain your energy is from the source of that energy, right? Only makes sense. Um, but unfortunately, the dark route is a route where one attempts to turn away from that light into the dark, hence the dark, right? To turn away from that loving warmth and light of our Creator's love and go it on their own, right? Um, the path of separation, which ultimately they end up learning, right? That all things lead back to the Creator anyway, because the Creator is everything. But that's just one path. It's not one to be begrudged, belittled, or spoken ill about. It's a choice that one can make, right? Who am I to judge that, right? But certainly not the path I would take, and it is low vibrational frequency in nature because it is turning away from the highest vibrational frequency that exists, which is our Creator's love, right? And the strongest force that exists, which is love, our Creator's love. So, in itself, to want to dominate another thing, again, is very low vibrational frequency. Um, the reason why on this planet we tend to, or there are a couple of reasons why we tend to adopt the mindset that it's all right for us to dominate animals and that we are loftily high above the animals, both in importance and in our rights to exist on this planet, right? That's an unfortunate position that man has taken. It has been supported by religions, right? That constantly tell you how man is, uh, you know, so much the top of the food chain, so to speak, and has dominion. It literally says has dominion over all the animals, right? And that's not right. Um, and that's probably not even what it says if you were to directly translate it. But anyway, that's a whole another video for somebody else to make. But yeah, the premise that we are better than anything is certainly low vibrational in itself, and then to want to dominate another living being is low vibrational frequency. I'm sorry if that conflicts with your religious belief that tells you that certain animals are here for us to eat, right? Or that they're here to serve us in labor or some way. That's not the purpose of any animal on the planet. And, you know, evidence of that is the fact that absent man, the ecological chain continues. It continues just fine. right? Just fine. And the planet is just fine without man's input or existence, right? So rather than thinking about dominating other beings, whether it be domesticating dogs and cats, whether it be out here hunting for sport, which is truly barbaric and not civilized at all if you truly think about it. It's not even sporting, right? It's really kind of punkish to me. I mean, really, you got a gun, you got this animal, and you know, this animal's in its natural state, unarmed, often unaware that you're even hunting it, and from X amount of yards away, you pop it with the best gun that money can buy. I mean, that, what's tough about that? You know, I mean, if you went out like some of the tribal um, uh, rites of passage of manhood, where they went out and maybe like with a spear or a knife actually fought like a tiger or something like that, then maybe you could talk about being brave or heroic. But other than that, to me, hunting for sport is kind of punkish. Sorry, it is. But anyway, just that whole, and you know, I'm not judging the people who hunt. I never judge people, but we can always deem uh, um, actions, and the action of doing that is low vibrational, certainly, as in any other form of dominating animals, right? And we certainly know and have seen a great deal about the mistreatment of animals. And I would suggest that that is only even possible for folks to get to that mind state where they can abuse and mistreat animals. You have to first pass through the mind state that you are justified in doing so because you think that you should have dominion over that animal. And that's where the low vibrational frequency mistake truly begins, is in that perception, right? Folks, this every life form in this planet or on this planet is worthy of our respect. If our Creator deemed it worthy of creation, then certainly it's worthy of our respect. Um, yeah, and everything exists in thought form first for folks who might go a little deeper into that. So certainly our Creator thought of any creation on this planet first, and then thought so much of it that it could exist, right? Even if you want to go a little more complex into it and say that this existence was created by other creator beings under the universal prime creator, then still it is the vision of the divine vision of our Creator that those beings would have the autonomy to create such beauty, right? Um, doesn't matter what perspective you want to take of it. Any life should be respected, should be honored, um, and certainly is not there for our dominion, and definitely is not there for our uh, misuse or abuse in any way, right? So let's not adopt that mind state, folks. Spread peace, love, respect, not only amongst one another, but every being in existence, right? Um, deserves our love. We can greet it in peace and certainly show respect, right? All right. Thank you much. Big King Sadiq hollering at you one more again. Worldwide movement. Peace, love, respect. Big King Sadiq, I'm out.